Hello, Reverana. Damn, Sephiroth Van is just like you. I think they speak for many a person on this green earth we inhabit. But speaking of the Sephiroth fan club is the hardest one to get into besides the secret club. Like, you can't get into that right now. You can join the Angeal and Genesis ones, but that's about it.
What sets Genesis's fan club apart is that we're better funded than other fan clubs. We have a very generous sponsor that's backing us, and we sell various merchandise too. How about it? Would you like to join Red Leather, the premier Genesis fan club?
Hell yeah.
As a perk of new membership, you automatically gain
This
a chance
might
to win
be-
a replica of Genesis's rapier.
This might be the best questline in any Square Enix game ever created.
Oh, it looks like you just received your first newsletter.
This issue is for newcomers to Red Leather. As a welcome gift, here is some basic information about Genesis. Hobby: reading. He happened upon a copy of Loveless in his parents' study. It has been his favorite work ever since. Why he joined Soldier. The heroics of Sephiroth, who is the same age as Genesis, inspired him to work for the good of the world. We will update you on any new information as it becomes available. The Genesis Girls folder. Zack is officially a member of the Genesis Girls.
We're now in an age where style is valued more than anything. Soldier is no exception to this. That's why the future of Shinra has to be the red-coated, impeccably stylish Genesis, you see? So, as fans of Genesis, we should keep our activities classy and stylish.
I hope that there is, like, even more of this content in this version of the game.
Would you like to join Keepers of Honor, a fan club dedicated to Angeal? If you join now, you'll get our recent newsletters that include bits of Angeal's official profile.
I'm not
Welcome.
interested.
You are now an official member of Keepers of Honor. See? You just received your first newsletter.
Hello, fan club members. Let's take another peek at Angeal's unauthorized profile. Favorite hobby: doting over dogs. The bigger the hassle, the cuter the dog. Remember this for later, folks. This is very important. Favorite read: Famous Gardens Monthly, a magazine on various flora published by Shinra. Now, isn't that just like the noble nature-loving man we all know and love? That's all for this update. We'll let you know when we have more to share with you. But alas, Sephiroth is off the
Within
table.
Soldier, there's no one more popular than the hero Sephiroth.
Man. What, when they were getting voice actors, with their direction for this, just like, okay, whenever you're talking about Sephiroth, just make it sound like you're coming.
Which explains why he has so many fan clubs, from big to small, casual to utterly devoted. There's just too many to count. That's why it's important to look for a fan club that suits your needs.
So true.
I don't know what this
Let's talk to this
Angeal
poor kid.
person is about, but Mom's become a groupie, so she pays zero attention to me. I feel so lonely.
Why does this kid look like they have Jack Garland's face pasted onto a child's body? Alright, so there's, yeah, not a ton of... Huh, was this always shaped like this? Oh well. There's not a ton of stuff to do quite just yet. This is just an introduction to the side hub area. But I'm glad they've got these indications for when there's content to do now, because that wasn't always the case. Huh, wait, is this one contiguous area now? I can't remember if this was a loading zone before. I'll have to check.
That getup. Are you? With that Shinra outfit, soldier?
Hating chaos from a young age, the kids are all right. It's so true.
Shinra with a passion. I want nothing to do with you.
And yet you choose to live in a world dominated by Shinra. Interesting. I am very intelligent. So yeah, this area was very segmented before. Okay, I think I was just adding extra loading zones that weren't there in my head. I think that they're still the same as in the PSP version. Alright, well, I'll go this way first, I guess. Oh, hey.
I'm sorry, but soldier guys don't interest me.
Now remember, keep a memo of anyone you talk to who has anti-Shinra intentions, because they are actually all secretly double agents that you have to turn in later. This is not a bit. This is how it goes.
I came to see the new Shinra train with my big brother. I can't wait to see it. Oh man, I'm so pumped.
Wow, there is a gulf between
Shinra Railway's new locomotive is pulling
the
in soon. Its model name is the Martin
Yuffie
982.
voice actress and these kids, these like NPC kid voice actors.
I can't wait to see it. Oh man, I'm so pumped.
There is a big difference between adults doing kid voices and actual kids. There's a roundness to kid voices that adults
Been
can't
waiting for the train
recreate.
for quite a while now, but it still hasn't come in yet. Lately, there's been a lot of delays.
Well, this will open up someday. Man, the lighting and extra background details really add a lot to this. The base game can look so sparse. So, yeah, I guess the fact that they couldn't even make this area one big area really makes it seem like it'd be impossible for them to have done that with Final Fantasy XII. Because Final Fantasy XII has this weird thing where there's loading barriers exactly like this, and you can see the area that you're going into next behind it. So, like, in theory, it could be one big seamless world, but it's not, because it was a PS2 game. And I wish that there was some way around that.
Oh, thanks for patrolling Midgar.
You're with Soldier, I see. But what business do you have here?
Well, no business really.
It is the duty of the 18th Squad of the Shinra Security Department to patrol the streets of Sector 8. Anyone who disturbs the peace in Sector 8, soldier or not, will be dealt with.
Whoa now, take it easy there, guy.
This is actually good timing. I have something to say. What Midgard needs right now is not Soldier.
What do you mean?
Who is it?
We're
that
about to
finds
embark
lost
on a
children and
quest
takes
to
them back
prove to
their
this guy that he
mothers?
has a tiny dick.
Who is it that catches the crooks who steal change from vending machines?
Those monsters!
Who is it that warns young people talking loudly on their phones in trains? That is all us. So, who Midgar really needs is the Shinra Security Department.
I'm so glad they found a way to make a whole side quest about Zack, a super cop, beating up lesser cops.
Thanks for your service?
You won't be so arrogant for much longer. We'll be holding a joint training session with Soldier soon.
I'm playing Cold Steel 3 and the game has the best, worst grown woman trying to sound like an 11-year-old voice you've ever heard. Nice?
Security against
Question
Soldier.
mark?
We'll find out
Good?
soon enough who the true elites are.
it's nice to know that people aren't going to miss out on all these missions now because they're marked on the
soldier and
map.
Turks that always get the attention, but that's about to end. At this next joint training session, the security department will prove its worth.
Oh, hey. It's kind of hard to pick up the people you can talk to now with all the extra NPCs wandering around.
Apologies, but my heart's already set on someone else.
This is the busiest part of Sector 8, nicknamed Loveless Avenue. Loveless is considered a literary masterpiece. They've even made it into a play.
I hope they let you watch Loveless in its entirety in VII Remake, or Rebirth, I should say. Like, I want just an extended sequence of just watching a fully produced play. Personnel announcement. Official personnel announcement. Effective today, Rufus Shinra has been appointed to Vice President and Corporate Officer. Additionally, Rufus Shinra has departed on a long-term business trip, the details of which cannot be disclosed for security reasons. So this game actually has a lot of references to Before Crisis, a game that still can't really be played in a proper way in the West.
It's got a good engine, of course, but the real secret is in those tires.
Remember those tires for later.
You're with Soldier?
Remember this for later.
Nothing to see here. I'm a civilian, and I'm very busy. Please don't talk to me.
Is there? Yeah, okay, there's one more thing, which is the other Genesis fan club, now that I think about it. I'm pretty sure, at least.
Loveless. An epic tale of doomed love and shattered friendships.
UH10. Wow, I wonder what Cissna's real name is. Is that meant to imply that her real name is obvious?
It's a classic.
Because I don't know what her name is.
For the stage, and a production is put on every year.
Boy, I can't wait to find out what Cissna's name is in the next Final Fantasy VII compilation entry.
We study Loveless to gain deeper insight into the work that Genesis loves so much. We began as a group that studied the Loveless text within Red Leather, another Genesis fan club. However, we grew tired of the shallow fandom prevalent in Red Leather, so we broke off from them. So, would you like to join the study group and delve deep into the Loveless text, like Genesis?
Hell yeah.
Welcome. You are now a fellow worshipper of Loveless. Oh, I think you just got new mail. Why don't you take a look?
Hell yeah. Loveless on stage is as popular as ever. This year's production retains the love story from the female point of view, with the focus on Acts 2 and 3 as usual. This interpretation features additional scenes of the two friends, making it closer to the original text. Act 2 and 3 of Loveless have become famous thanks to the plays, but pundits agree that the story's true value lies in Act 4. Could this year's production make up for it? Join us at the theater as we decide for ourselves. So the thing is, I know it might have sounded kind of like a bit talking up this side quest, but I genuinely think it adds a lot of like ground level nuance to Final Fantasy VII's world. I love this like the thing is like there is no actual full Loveless text, but when they say like yes, this year's adaptation of Loveless focuses on this, which is more accurate to how the original was written. That just really adds something to it, in my opinion. The player chooses Cissna's name. Oh, I didn't know that. I can't believe that Cisne is the warrior of light. Alright, so that's it for this part of the hub. But there's more. Also, I've actually went through a lot of potions, so I might want to actually buy some, which is weird. I don't know how to think about that. The materia room, the soldier floor, is where they perform materia generation. If you bring them a Mako stone, they can turn it into materia for you. Man, they're really just like telling you how to do stuff, as opposed to it just being weird, obscure secrets this time.
The general public still has to pay full price, but for soldier members and Shinra troops, they are currently free. How about you, sir? Would you like one?
So at this point in the timeline, all of Soldier and all the Shinra troops were running around with Phoenix Downs. Because yeah, the hub world just lets you infinitely restock on a free revive. Just like that. Ah, wait. There's still an exclamation mark there? Weird.
Right now, we are at the general.
Is
How about
that just never gonna go away then? That sucks. That's gonna drive me nuts. I hate that. Oops. I didn't mean to skip you. Eh?
It's such a huge building, though.
Oh no, they got extra dialogue. I missed the first one. It's weird. Adding voices to every single bit of dialogue, what turns what was used originally just like some random incidental extra line thrown in for no reason into basically extra content, as far as I'm concerned. It makes wanting to see every last bit of dialogue feel more necessary, which is weird.
That's one thing about the Shinra Company. They always offer service with a smile.
New missions.
Oh, hello there. If you need help with anything, please let me know.
Wait, is that the Sephiroth fan club leader just right there? I guess they only have so much budget for NPCs.
Hey, he's pretty cute.
You said that really loud. You're supposed to say that quieter, I
Dear
think.
Sir, welcome to the Shinra Building Information Center. Please come see me anytime you have questions concerning the Shinra Building. Zach Fair of Soldier. Let me just check your schedule quickly. You have a meeting scheduled with Mr. Sun in the briefing room. The Shinra Building is a secure facility. Access to all areas is controlled by employee ID. Members of Soldier have access through the second floor elevator to the exhibit room and the Soldier floor. You should know, the exhibit room and the entrance area are open to the public during business hours. Exiting the building takes you directly to Sector 8. You may find it refreshing to venture out into Sector 8 while you're on standby for the next mission. There is a train station in Sector 1 where there's a train to the Sector 5 slums.
Alright, I'm all set. Still some more stuff to look at. And yet again, pay close attention to people coming out of these elevators and stuff.
Sir, I am a new recruit, sir. I am committed to giving my all for the Shinra Company, sir.
How do I make her realize my feelings? Oh, you heard nothing.
The exhibit room is open to the general public. We ask that you refrain from any conduct that would disturb our visitors.
There's something to interact with, besides just seeing these, like, future things, like a Hardy Daytona. Remember that for 7 years from now. Remember this for later, too. And this. Surely this will not come back.
This is the Shinra number 26 rocket, a conceptual model of the project that Shinra Space Development has put all their efforts into in recent years. Once completed, it's on to the launch.
It might be a bit later, but there's someone I believe that name drops Sid specifically.
I came as soon as I heard the exhibit room was open to the public. The Shinra Company's achievements are simply amazing. This room is a testament to that.
Alright. Except this is everything for now?
I came as soon as...
Yeah. But wait, there's more. There's a whole other... The soldier floor, specifically, full of stuff to do. And you better do it as soon as you can, because this game loves to lock you out of stuff.
Zach, you're wanted in the briefing room. There's a Turk waiting, so you should hurry.
I should
had
not
no idea
hurry.
Things were so hectic. Sorry I distracted you. Ugh. For real? The briefing room's right there. You see it? Man, are you alright? You'd better go now, Zach. Hey, good luck out there. I'll mail you when I have time.
Alright, now what can I do so far? Takes a little bit for things to open up, but there is stuff.
First it was Genesis, and now Angeal is gone too? Lately, Soldier seems to be going through a lot of chaos.
Hey, Zach. I hear that you were quite the hero in the Wutai operation. They say you must have taken out about 1,000 Wutai soldiers in Fort Tamblin.
This is true.
But don't forget, I'm gonna be the next one to make first.
I don't suppose you've noticed all the specialized rooms on this floor? We have the briefing room, the materia room, and the training room. All these facilities provided just for us. It's good to be in Soldier.
Alright, here we go. I think. It might be another couple missions before we get to do all the stuff in here, but let's find out.
Fitness checks are an important obligation in Soldier. Because of your exposure to Mako, maintaining your health can be quite complicated.
This is the training room, where we gauge the physical fitness of Soldier members. You're Soldier's second-class Zach, right? Yes, we'll be testing your fitness someday. Let's hope it goes well.
These two sound like Metal Gear Solid characters, honestly. Alright, guess it's still a little bit before I can do the stuff here. Can I go to the Mako room, though? Or materia room, whatever. Same difference.
What materia is the concentrated essence of Mako energy in crystallized form. Naturally formed materia is virtually non-existent. The reason being, it takes special conditions and many years to form. Most of the materia being used today were made artificially, either here or by the people over at Arms Development.
A really good detail. It's not really like drawn attention to in this game, obviously, but natural materia being basically Final Fantasy crystals is really cool. I say that like it's not a Final Fantasy game, but like VII was the point where they started to
around the
really
same
move
time
away
Ozark
from it
became
being
director of
more
Soldier,
traditional in
I was
design.
transferred here. Well, it was more like I was headhunted out of science.
Naturally formed materia are extremely rare, but Mako stones are relatively easy to obtain. A Mako stone is crystallized materia, made of concentrated Mako energy. It doesn't function as materia, but if we process it here, we can
And
make
huge
it into
material is even more crystally. Yeah, it's great.
Soldier sometimes runs Mako stone excavation missions. You should go sometime.
So yeah, this side quest, well, quest line, goes towards making it so that the Mako research stuff doesn't get taken down. And there's a quest for the, or no, a trophy for this. So again, you gotta do all this stuff if you want to actually platinum this game. Every little thing, you gotta actually make sure you do it. Alright, I think I've done everything around here. I guess I can actually just check. I don't think there's gonna be any super worthwhile rewards right off the bat. So yeah, this is just, you get your first Mako stone, each of these has their own. It's gonna take forever to get to 5% considering there's 300 missions. Oh man. Peacekeeping troops for a Shinra Alpha. Alright, let's go.
I see. Ready to go?
A routine job, right? No sweat.
I wonder. Originally, Sephiroth was assigned to this mission. That means it's a top priority matter. Be alert, or you'll fail.
And Sephiroth?
Refusing to go, apparently.
Oh, what is that? They spoil him too much.
Why don't you say that to his face?
No thanks.
Can you imagine the Final Fantasy timeline where they don't spoil Sephiroth? Is it better or worse? He has the Sephiroth supernova, so...
Weird trees.
Benora white trees. Or dumb apples.
That means this is Benora Village? Angeal's hometown?
Correct. Genesis and Angel have known each other a long time.
Activating combat mode.
Oh, okay, we're just right into it. Oh, I should I didn't change my stuff from the Freak fight. Whoops.
Warm-up's over.
Oh, cool. Separate animation. Is that a new battle theme that's playing? Can't quite hear it very well over all these sound effects.
Conflict resolved.
Huh, yeah, that's totally a new song.
These guys. I saw them in Wutai.
So they are here. We've seen no townspeople yet. They may have taken control of the whole town. When Genesis left, he took in
You can never really go wrong by adding more battle themes to an RPG.
Those are the president's strict orders.
Okay, no sweat.
There's a mechanical enemy coming up. I gotta equip Thunder. I'm glad I have all this foreknowledge of how to play this game. It's weird. This game probably has a real economy too, instead of having a fake one where money is borderline worthless. Apples. You got an assignment in Benora, right? How is the place? I hear there are a lot of Shinra people there. Apparently, the village's main source of income is the production and processing of apples. The rest of their budget is made up of subsidies from Shinra. Now, why would Shinra care so much about a tiny village? Could it be something to do with Mako? Or there's got to be something fishy going on there. I'm going to look into it. Hooray, Soma, that actually might be relevant now.
Activating combat mode.
Yeah, this is a really dramatic normal battle theme, but that's really cool. It's just new music, flat out.
Conflict resolved.
Even just the way that fights end now is super satisfying.
Activating combat mode.
Alright, yeah, what are you even weak to? That's not a great icon. It's too small. If it was at least color-coded, that could be really nice. Maybe it is. I think I've only seen Blizzard weaknesses so far. So we'll see. Alright, how much more of a real fight is this going to be? Remember this for later.
The President's orders will be met.
Activating combat mode.
Oh no, it's too good at... Oh, they changed the EM field animation. It actually has a tell now. I feel like that's going to be a lot of my commentary about these game changes. Oh, it works now. It's functional. Weird. I don't know how to make... I don't know what to think of this. Oh yeah, okay, so the thunder weakness is yellow. That's nice. Okay, it seems like you really only have the opening for about 2 hits in a combo before it attacks you. Oh no! Get me out of here.
Better run for it. Here we go. Go, go, go!
Oops, wrong spell. I'm gonna have to actually put some like Kingdom Hearts style thought into which buttons I want doing what now. Because these skills are actually useful. That's so weird. Uh-oh. Like I should probably put Cure on X. Because that's just where it's supposed to go.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah! A Genesis copy.
Where did you hear that?
Sephiroth said it.
The technology was stolen from our scientists.
Huh?
It apparently allows Genesis's abilities and traits to be transplanted to soldier members and monsters.
Appreciate bosses having big health bars. I mean, yeah, it's important. There is a very, very vital psychological aspect to boss health bars, which is that it feels terrible to do chip damage. So if you make it nice and big or have segments like Kingdom Hearts, it feels so much better, it's kind of insane.
down for good, right?
Oh.
Zach, don't fool around. Let's hurry.
Huh, that was weird.
Refreshing taste that goes down smooth. Lenora white juice, 120 gil each. Sounds tasty.
15 Adamantis be like, yeah, that's probably one of the worst
Apple
examples.
Factory is up ahead, past the housing community, huh?
Internal issues have to be dealt with before they leak. No sign of the townspeople. Check the houses. This is Genesis's home. His parents are wealthy landowners.
But I never stole from that tree, because the wealthy man's son was my friend.
They weren't mere acquaintances. They grew up together and were best friends.
So Genesis deserts and gets his best friend Angeal to join him. Is that it?
Sephiroth believes that's the case. There. A gravestone, still very new. Zack, go find Angeal's house. I'll check the grave.
Ugh. So Turks always do this stuff?
Someone has to do it.
Must be rough.
Don't worry. We're paid much better than you are.
No way!
Thinking about that
Find Angeal's
article
house.
that got, well, not article,
It
but
should
that
be
post
over
that
there.
got deleted. Like,
It's likely already in enemy hands.
another one of Nomura's most baffling writing examples to date. And it's like, man, imagine looking at this and being like, oh yeah, this is so confusing and wacky, classic Nomura.
I'll check the grave. You go look for Angeal's house.
It's so normal and mundane, but nah. We gotta highlight the 5 cutscenes that look weird out of context in our memes. That's our whole thing, I guess.
Or maybe, do I have to explain again? Angeal's house should be somewhere on the far side.
Is there a precedent for putting a wreath on your house for non-holiday reasons? Is that just a thing that people used to do?
Activating combat
Oh,
mode.
okay. Oh. Good time to check. Oops, wrong spell again. Triangle is where I usually put thunder, by the way.
Is this the end?
No, not if I can help it.
What? No, bad. How could you? No, you can't change that line. No, that's bad. Oh, no. No. 1 SP obtained. Okay, so yeah, you still only get 1 soldier point for machines. That's weird. He's supposed to say, I'm trying, I'm trying. That's so... Oh, that's the first really bad change in this game so far. Oh, that sucks. That's really bad.
Let's see. Angela's
0 to 10
house
remaster,
is-
throw it in the trash? Yeah. Unironically. Get rid of it.
Somewhere. All right, I'll just have to check each one.
Alright, so it's the far one. So if I want to get all the content... Man, they just added a tutorial explaining every insane thing they designed in this game originally. Like, they realized this original game was for insane people, and they had to accommodate for them.
What is this? But now's not really the time. I'll come back later.
Anybody home?
Not sure I can support a company that does this. Yeah. It's not great. It's not a good look. It's a shame that Square Enix has done this yet again. A horribly immoral company.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Defeated Blood Taste?
Activating combat mode.
Is that a Final Fantasy VII original translated name? Blood Taste? I'm curious, actually. Final Fantasy VII Remake redid a bunch of translations. Like the Rufus Shinra's dog companion has been renamed from Dark Nation to Dark Star. And I'm curious if they're still going to be called Dark Star in this game. Or Dark Nation, because that definitely is
Can't hear anything.
a bit more memorable, I guess. Enemy in Mako Reactor 5. Yeah, it's a really common enemy type, actually, later on, the Dark Nation. But I'm curious if they've made it more in line with 7 Remake or not. Anybody home? Yes. Dogs.
Activating combat mode.
So I definitely don't know what to call this game anymore. Not like it is still legally a remaster, and it's not a remake, but it is so different. It is a different beast entirely. Oh, I don't mean if it's an enemy that appears in Final Fantasy VII. Obviously, it is. Every enemy in this game, besides like the brand new ones that are exclusive, like Genesis soldiers, is from the original game. What I mean is, Final Fantasy VII has a very iffy localization, to put it gently. And Blood Taste feels like a first pass translation. I think there might be a scene if I go down here, maybe.
Activating combat mode.
Honestly, Assault Twister may be higher level, but that Blizzard move has a way faster, wider AoE, so it actually might be more useful. It's gonna be weird having to actually use these different abilities and find out what's worth it. Because it seems like they put effort into actually making it, like, usable.
Bringing out the big guns.
That's some clipping.
Concentrate. I'm feeling it.
Conflict resolved.
They really brought out some choir for the second area's battle theme.
Something fishy up ahead. But I won't get through here easily.
Zach, you could just jump over that very easily.
Angela's house.
Oh, hey. Might be an exception, but I think that this deleted the encounter zone, so I didn't just trigger the fight again. A thing that can happen very easily in the original game, you can like finish a fight and end up just outside the encounter box. So the moment you move, the fight triggers again. It's not the best. Blood Taste is actually the original Japanese name in English katakana. Remake, it's called Bloodhound. So they didn't change the localization though. That's interesting.
Greetings, ma'am.
Because this is the true timeline. This is before the remake timeline where the localization improved.
My name is Zach.
Are you
Are you
Zach, the puppy?
Excuse me?
Remember, the bigger the hassle, the cuter the dog.
Tell me once about you.
Angeal is a furry. There's no other way to read this.
A little puppy.
Thanks, Angeal.
You're not here together with Genesis, are you?
No, I'm not. Don't worry.
What is happening with my son?
I'm not really sure.
Genesis came back here a month ago with an army of cohorts. And they proceeded to take the lives of many townspeople. Genesis, he used to be such a good boy.
Is Angeal...
He came here, but he left his sword and went off somewhere. That sword represents our family's honor.
I see. No wonder. He never uses this sword, really, ever. I'll take care of Angeal. You should go and hide somewhere.
Don't be concerned. Genesis cannot harm me.
Ah, look at that Full Metal Alchemist moment.
When Angeal decided to join Shinra, my husband had that sword made for him and told him to fight with honor.
I love this bit right here. Because something people criticize Crisis for is, oh, they give the Buster Sword a super elaborate, important backstory. But they really don't. They do the opposite. I love this. I love that it's just, this sword is important because it was really expensive, because we're poor, and we just went and bought it. And that's why it matters. It's not, this is the super legacy sword forged in the whatever, with the magic ingredients and whatever. Like, it's just a sword that's made of a big chunk of metal. I just stole 5 gil.
Oh, a picture of Angeal. So young. Must be when he first joined Soldier. And there it is. That Buster Sword.
Oh, you can actually see the pictures now. That's just a real baby photo.
This one's a family picture. Look at Angeal. Showing off that Buster Sword again. This must be Angeal's father. Looks like a serious guy. A baby picture. This is Angeal? So cute. Now these two rascals must be Angeal and Genesis.
I can't believe you can actually see the photos now. That's kind of nuts. It's just a sword that have a lot of people using it. Yeah, like its relevance is just the fact that it's a legacy weapon. Like it's literally just the memories of the people who used it that make it important.
Angeal, where did you go? What? Genesis copies.
Activating combat mode.
So I'm not quite sure how big of a damage boost you even get from using the moves at the end of a combo. I haven't been able to get a very consistent feel for my damage output in general.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
There's a factory on the outskirts. I saw a Genesis copy go in.
You think it might be their HQ?
I do. I'm on a cliff overlooking the factory. The best way in is from above. Come to the cliff top now.
Alright. It's gonna do me for today. Thanks everyone for tuning in.